Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today we're doing a little bit of decoupage. I want to make a vase for my kitchen table. I'm actually sticking my hand in the vase because I have it all cleaned off because I want to paint this. But I need a new one for my kitchen table. My Easter vase is still on my kitchen table, believe it or not, because, you know, once I started getting sick with this illness here and disease, whatever you want to call it, and ended up in the hospital, nothing got done. So it's still sitting there. So I want to make a nice one that'll last me the rest of the summer here. I'm going to use this napkin. I hope I have enough images on here because it's the only napkin I have. Someone sent this to me a long time ago. It's beautiful. Just has some roses. So we're going to use that. And then I'm going to paint the vase with the sponge brush. And I'm going to use the Folk Art chalk paint because this stuff sticks like crazy to glass. If acrylic, you know, it just comes off so easily. But the Folk Art chalk paint works really good. As long as you make sure you clean it off. I cleaned this one off actually. I put some rubbing alcohol on a paper towel and I just wiped it down real good. I mean, you can use Windex. You can just scrub it in the sink with some Dawn and let it dry. Just try not to touch the outside of it because, you know, your hands are, especially this time of year, your hands are sweaty and oily and whatnot. So let me grab a paper here. Also, the rim of this, when it's done, I'm going to use a little bit of this prominent pink, which I need to get more of this. Where did I get this? I got this one at Hobby Lobby. I love this color. It's just a beautiful pink. So it's just going to go around the very, very rim. You're probably not even going to be able to see it once you put your flowers and stuff in there anyway, but I just think it gives it a nice finished look. Yeah, so I'm going to use this in the sheepskin color. I'm also going to do a project, I think next week, hopefully if I can get to it, where I'm going to refinish one of my old stands that are in my kitchen that I want to redo. But that's next week. This week we're doing the kitchen table. Next week maybe we'll get that thing fixed up because it's so old. But anyway, let me put this over here. I'll show you how we do the images here in a second. I just want to show you how easy it is going to be. How easy it is going to be. English, not much today. I'm not even going to dump this out of here because this is still pretty full. I love this color. It's like a creamy, it has like a little yellow tint to it, but it's not really yellow. It's more like a creamy color. So a lot of times I'll just take it like this and smear this all on here like this. Just like so. And then I'll go back over it real quick and just pat it because it takes no time at all to paint it this way. But you don't want to do too big of a section because it'll start to dry on you and you don't want that. And I love that this gives it a little bit of a, you can see little bumpy textures. Now most of those will flatten out a lot. So it's not like it has big bumps, but it has just a tiny bit of texture and I think that looks really cool. So if you just smear on your paint, pat it out real quick, and there you go. And then you just move on to another section here. Probably better off if you just do like halfway on one side, just so your paint doesn't, especially in this heat, and I have a fan going in here, it'll probably dry really, really quickly. And then after this dries, I'm going to go over this whole thing with another coat just to make sure that it's a nice coat. Now I used this color paint too mainly because it matches the background on the napkin. So if it was a real white background, I would have used white paint. But it just blends in better, and these colors kind of just, whoops, there they go. They will blend in much better, the images. So I'll set this aside. I'll finish this off camera because you guys, everybody knows how to paint. And if you want to do the bottom, go ahead. I don't usually bother, especially with a vase, because you never see it. Unless, you know, you're giving it to somebody, or you're making them for like a craft show or something, you would definitely want to do the bottom. All right, let me set this little guy over here for now. Actually, I'm going to set this brush right here on top of this paint. I hope it doesn't sink. Are you going to sink? You shouldn't, because I don't have any water in here. I just realized I don't have that either in here since I'm getting back to crafting. All right, now to cut out the images, you need to have a really smooth surface. So I'm using one of these little cutting boards from Dollar Tree, these clear glass ones. Now, this might have been a trivet. I don't know what they were calling this one. It had these little clear feet on the bottom. I just took this little, what did I do? Did I put it away? Yes, I did. One of those little razor blades, and I just scraped them right off. And the only reason I did that is because the other side has a texture, and this side is nice and smooth, and you're going to want the nice, smooth side. So then you're going to get your napkin and figure out how many layers it has, how many plies it has. I already got this started. Why is this so difficult? There we go. This one's a 3-ply, so you're going to want to take the 2 off, just so you're down to this very single piece. And then you save all these goodies here to wipe your hands on or whatever. That's what I usually end up doing with them. While I'm painting here and stuff, I always just keep them to the side in case I need to clean up a mess. Alright, I may end up cutting this a little bit to make it easier on myself, since I've been having such a hard time here with my steadiness of my hands, but I don't usually do this. I usually just cut them right. Oh, and there's some little butterflies we can use in there too. And you can always use 2 different napkins. If you have pretty flowers and you want butterflies or something on them, you just cut them out of a different one. Let's see, where can I cut this off at that it'll look okay? I think we'll go right over here. And we'll cut this out of there. And then we can cut that out separately. Alright, so then whatever you want to use, now something that's straight like this, I would use on the very bottom of the vase, down here. And I'm just going to cut this out with, there it is, one of these water pens. You can get these at Dollar Tree too. Or you can just use a regular paintbrush and water. But I like to do it this way, that way it doesn't leave a straight line. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of this. Whoa, too much water because my hands are so shaky. But you just keep your finger over the image and then you just start cutting them out. And it leaves, I'll show you here in a second. And it leaves a nice, like, a little, like, jagged edge there if you can see that. And then that blends in with your background so nice, so nice, so nice. So that's all you do. But you just always want to make sure, I didn't on this one, is make sure your finger is covering the whole image. Otherwise, you'll end up ripping your images off. But see, just make sure you can't see any of that little rose, and then just pull the rest of that napkin away from it. And once you get the hang of doing that, you can do it really, really fast. So there is the, whoops, edge, what it looks like. And if you have real long ones, you can just pull them off. But I will cut the rest of this stuff out off camera. I'm going to cut out some of these little butterflies here. There we go. Once I am, my hands are not wanting to cooperate at all right this second. But we'll get this done, I promise, because I got to get some crafting done. Alright, get up there. Stupid hands. That's what I keep telling them. So you're not stopping me, you silly hands. Alright. So I may actually cut some of this stuff a little bit closer. Maybe that might be easier for me too. But I'm just going to cut out all these different flowers, different pieces, and I'll show you what that looks like when I get done. Alright, I got this thing all ready to go here. I got the 2 coats on here. I left it dry overnight just because by the time I got done with it, it was late. And this is the fun part now. I got all these images cut out. I got all these little guys that I did cut out with my water brush and my little thing. I actually switched over to a big popsicle stick. One of these bigger, larger wooden ones, because that little knife thing just wasn't working for me. I don't know what I did with my other one. I'll probably find it one of these days. But anyway, this is the fun part here getting going. I'm just going to use some of the gloss Mod Podge. I got at Dollar Tree. You can get it anywhere, Amazon, Michael's, wherever. But I usually pick it up at Dollar Tree when I'm there because it's still a pretty good deal at Dollar Tree for this. So I'm not going to put anything in there because it's sealed shut. Hang on, this is a brand new bottle, didn't realize. Let's stick that there. And then I'm just going to use one of the Dollar Tree paintbrushes. You can use whatever size you want. I'm going to use the larger one since I have some of these larger images here that I want to get on. And come on, there we go. Alright. So I'm just using that regular Mod Podge. Now if you want to seal it so you can wash it really good or whatever, you could use some of the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. This takes quite a few days to cure before you can actually like put it in the dishwasher. It says it's dishwasher safe. I've never tried it in the dishwasher. I'm always just afraid. I just wipe things off that I put this on, but it says you can run it through the dishwasher. So I don't know. But anyway, if you want to do that, that's fine, or you could seal it with something else if you prefer. So I'm going to start out with these bigger images that I want to start down here at the bottom. And I'm going to have them, I think, just go over the bottom a little bit So let's see. I'm not sure where I want to start with this big thing. I don't usually do ones this big, but I figured it was all together. I didn't want to cut it. So let's try our luck at this. So we're going to start up here is where I'm aiming for. And you want to make sure you have a lot of Mod Podge on your brush so you don't tear, and you don't want to go over it too many times or you'll end up tearing your napkin because they're very thin now because you're down to that one ply. So just going to gently, as I say gently, I flip that upside down. Alright, work our way down here and hope that it all comes out nice and even. So far so good. I don't put any underneath it because you really don't need to. The napkins are so thin when you go down to one ply of it. So I don't bother. If you prefer to do it that way, that's fine. Some people I know prefer to put a coat of Mod Podge down first. But I end up sticking it down where I don't want it and then I can't move it. So I just kind of work my way around this way, if that makes any sense. But like I said, to each their own, how you like to do it. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. And you'll see some wrinkles in here as you're doing it, and a lot of them will, you know, as it dries, they'll kind of settle down there a little bit. But I don't mind a few little wrinkles here and there. I just don't want to mess. And then I also like to try to get the Mod Podge kind of all going in the same direction once I get them on here. So you don't have like crazy paint line looking lines all over the place. But I think that's going to be so pretty. Alright, so there's our first one. That actually went on very easy. It'll look much better once it dries. Now I can't set that down because I put that all the way on the bottom. Now I want to find, I stuck my hand in it, the other piece that I want to put on the other side. I'm just going to put this on my hand and see if that's going to fit in there. I had, oh, where did I put it? I got these all mixed up now. Oh, it was this one right here because it had this straight edge on this rose, and I'm hoping it's going to, oh, that's going to fit in there just fine. Alright, that's going to work. So we're going to flip this upside down for right now because I don't want to set that down because it's wet. So I want to try and get this piece in the middle here, and then I'm going to, I don't know, probably just kind of work things in here. Alright, let's begin up here, I guess. Let's get this on the bottom there. There we go. And then just work our way down and over here. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out, I'm telling you. But I figure this will take me through till fall. I gotta find myself some pretty flowers to put in here, though. I think I have some of these little... Oh, goodness, I almost dropped it. Ah, heart failure. I think I have some of the smaller roses that I picked up at Dollar Tree a while back that I'm gonna put in here for now. There we go. Alright, that looks good right there. And now where I have all these other spaces, I have a whole bunch of little things here that I think I'm going to be able to fit in here. Let's see, this space right here, I think I might just put this little piece here that I have with a butterfly on it. And we can fit that coming in right off the bottom. There we go, that'll look good right there. Just want to make sure I get it tucked over and glued down where I put it over the bottom. And then you just add your little pieces here and there. So much fun. I just love to decoupage. It is just so relaxing and whatnot. Alright, I need some more Mod Podge. I use a lot of Mod Podge when I do this, just so I make sure I'm not tearing my napkins up. little piece of napkin sticking up. All right, let's get this more in the center here of my paper so I can turn it. All right, so where was that other spot? Do I have any little bitty pieces? No, that's not going to fit. All right, so now we're going to kind of work our way up here. So I'm going to get a nice image there. This might actually fit there. Now this is, I got to put these on upside down. Will that fit with the butterfly? Oh yes, it will. So we're going to put this big piece right here. Make sure I don't have any of it rolling underneath. There we go. And I think that butterfly will be safe there. All right. This is getting hard down here by the bottom because I don't want to move this too much because this whole bottom's wet here. All right, let's just try to tip it a little bit so we're not flipping it over like we almost did the last time. All right, there we go. I forgot to measure this vase too, to let you guys know. This is one of the larger ones. I think it might be the largest clear vase that Dollar Tree has for $1.25. I don't know if they've come out with any for the plus section that are bigger, but I think that's it for these. Some of these, make sure they're going down. All right, that's good there. Now let's go over the other side here. Oh, it was right here. I didn't even have to go far. That I know had a big space to fill. I don't know if this will... I gotta remember to do it upside down. Oh, I might be able to wing that right in through here. Yes, yes I can. So we're gonna start right here. Get this other big piece in here. Just gotta be very, very gentle. And I'm not worrying about the rim that I painted here because we're going to go over that with some pink. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And then wherever you have an empty spot, or if you don't want to put any more in there, just make sure you get your Mod Podge in there. Oh, here's a beautiful big piece. Well, I can tear this up and use it separately. That's what we're going to do. Because I may need some smaller pieces here. And that'll work. I think. Sure will. All right, we're going to put that one right in there. Yep, lots and lots of the Mod Podge. So pretty. All right, so now we got most of the big areas done. If we want to go in with some of these little flowers, I think I might tear those leaves off of that. And this one has like a little bitty butterfly on it. And I think I'm just gonna stick that one coming right up here. Maybe I don't want to cover up that leaf. Oh, I'm going to miss the butterfly if I do it that way. This one I might use up on the top somewhere. Have it coming off of another one. Actually, you know what? Maybe, nope, not enough room. Alright, I'm not going to use that little guy yet. But I do want to fill in that one spot. Just looking around here, maybe I can pull this piece off, because you could just rip little pieces off here and there. I'm going to take this off here, this little piece of rose, and have that come up from the bottom right here. That'll work. Just don't want it touching the other one. Little pieces are so much easier to work with. So if you have something you can cut down to smaller pieces, it's just way better. I don't think I've ever done one upside down before. This is different. Alright, let's see now. Let's give her a turn here. That's filled in pretty well there. I may add something there. I don't know. I have a little butterfly somewhere that I could throw in that little space. Well, there's not too many big spaces left here. There's a little space here I could fill in. Maybe we'll stick this guy right here. We can just take the little bottom of the branch there and connect it to that one. It'll just look like it's coming off of that one. So let's see, where do we want to put you? Maybe just like that. There we go. Look at that. Looks like it was meant to be. Yes, it does. See that? Just put that right there on that little stem, and it looks like that's how it was. Let's see. Some of these are going down. I don't know. I don't think I want to put too much more on here. I might put a couple, something right in here. It could just even be a leaf coming down. Maybe that's what I'll do there, because I don't need much of anything. So we're just going to put, let me load this up here. These little leaves that I ripped off the other ones, we're just going to have those coming down. Whoa! I'm going to drop this thing yet. I'm going to be so mad. Then we'll just cut that piece off at the top. Alright, anywhere else I think I want something? Maybe over here on this side towards the top we can add... I got a pretty rose here. What do we got back here? And where did my little butterfly go? There he is. I'm going to put him in there somewhere because I took the time to cut that little guy out. Is this dry enough? Maybe I could set this down. Actually, it is. Alright, let's try. There we go. Ta-da! We are upright. See, I did peel some of that paint off from rubbing it around in circles. But that's okay. We are gonna put our pink on there. Alright, let's stick one of those little butterflies. This little guy here, because I cut him out and he's going in here somewhere. So he's gonna go right here. There we go. There he is, right there. And let's see. We could use something here. I don't know if it's going to be a rose, or I don't know if it's going to be a... Oh, here's another butterfly. Let's just stick a butterfly in there. Put a little sticky down because this guy's tiny. There. All right, I don't think we need much more on here. I really, really don't. That's very pretty, very, very pretty. I love that napkin. Wasn't sure if I'm gonna have enough, but I have plenty left over. I have all these big pieces I cut out, but that's all right. We'll put them away and do something else with them. Any place else? Let me turn it and turn it because I'll probably see something afterwards where I should have put something, and I'm thinking it might be right there. You know what? This, I think I can peel this off of here and make this rose connect to those roses. Yes, I can. Look at that. That'll match up perfectly. Stick to there. No, you don't want to stick? I just want to get the stem to match. There we go. And I think that will look nice right there. I do got to get this leaf off though. Darn it, I didn't see that. There we go. That'll be fine. All right, I think that is going to be it. I think. Unless I want something in there, just because I have all this stuff left over. All right, let's lose that butterfly off of there. And maybe, I don't know. You know what? No, there's nowhere to connect that to. Sorry guys, I'm just sitting here trying to make up my mind, but I think I'm gonna just leave this alone because it is just super pretty just the way it is. So we're done. I gotta stop and walk away. All right, let me stick that over there, and I'm gonna go around the top with some of this pink here real quick, and I'm just gonna use one of these little sponge brushes. These came in with those sets from Dollar Tree. And hopefully this paint's mixed up now. I shook the heck out of it. I haven't used it in so long. Yay. But yeah, like I said, this is the Prominent Pink. It's home decor, folk art home decor chalk paint. And Prominent Pink, my favorite pink. So we are gonna probably end up, I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 coats or not. We shall see. But we're just gonna tap our brush in there. You don't want a ton of it on here. And then we are just going to go around like this, just to make our rim look nice and finished. And then after that dries, I'll go back in and put a little Mod Podge over top of it. I just think it gives it a really pretty, and if you get a little on the sides, it kind of looks cool. That's why I kind of go just straight down with this, and it just, you know, don't have to be too particular. But anyway, yeah, I think it just gives it a finished look. And you could do whatever color you want. It doesn't have to be this pink, but like I said, this one is my absolute favorite. All right, so that is our vase. I am going to, I don't even know if this is going to need another coat. That covered actually very well. So let me just make sure I didn't miss any spots. And then I'm going to go back over this and make sure I didn't miss any spots of the Mod Podge either, because you don't want a bunch of shiny and then a bunch of big, big spots that are just a flat color. All right, so I will finish doing that. I'm just going to, you know, fill in where I missed. And once this gets dry, I will take a nice picture of this. Hopefully I can find some of my flowers that I want to put in here, and then I will be back. All right, guys, there it is. I tried to move a little mess out of the way and put a little backdrop here so we could actually see what this looks like without all the mess. But this is how it turned out. There's all our pretty. Let's see if I can hold this here with one hand. pretty roses and things. I think it turned out really nice. Very happy with this. This will suit my purpose and look very pretty on my kitchen table. And I took 2 bunches of the Dollar Tree roses. These are the smaller ones. Some of them are really big, and I don't really care for them because they look so fake, I think. But these smaller ones are really pretty nice. And this is actually 1 bunch of the eucalyptus that I got at Walmart a long time ago. I don't remember how much it was, but they're not that expensive because I get them there all the time. And yeah, so I used 1 bunch of the pink, 1 bunch of the white, and that's what it's gonna be. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.